Well, first things first, look how filthy this tractor is. So if the tractor's that dirty on the outside, the filter's gotta be filthy. Not that old, but pretty dirty. Ah, much better. Guys, that's just a joke. Don't do that. Buy a new filter. Hey there, hobby homesteaders. Welcome back to Peaks Peak. Today, for Tractor Tuesday, we've got a little bit of lane clearing to do. We have our deer blind set up here and basically have no view of the field that we normally hunt because it's all grown up around it. So today I brought the rotary cutter and the chainsaw up here, and I'm going to do just a little bit of clearing so this will be ready for deer season. What I hope to do is get Caden set up to where he can gun hunt this year during youth season and possibly get an opportunity to take his first deer. I have been practicing my bow, and I've got me another blind set up so I can archery hunt out of it, as well as a couple of stands. But today is all about clearing everything out from around this blind so that we'll have a place to gun hunt during youth season. Things getting a little bit sketchy around that big old rock. I got up and over it with my tires, but yeah, I'm gonna have to finagle my way out of that mess. we made a lot of progress with the bush hog, but now we gotta trim some limbs back. I don't want to take the bigger trees out. I just take some limbs off of them to kind of clear a lane to where we can see where we want to aim. I'm probably gonna have to go back down and get the weed eater so I can cut some more of these briars and trim up around the outside edge of the blind. It's coming together. This area right here is a little bit sketchy. I'm gonna clean up these rocks as I do this year. That way next year I'm not quite so hard on the blades, because we're pretty hard on them. That's a bucket full of rocks. Let's take them over to the pond. We'll put them on the bank. All right, time to break out the steel and do a little final cleanup. Getting closer. Next, break out the pole saw. Got just a couple of big limbs down there we want to knock out. So we're going to take those out. We'll be ready for hunting season. We are about ready for hunting season. Let's go in there and take a look at the view and see what we got. Tell you one thing we got is lots of spider webs and lots of wasps. So, gonna have to bring some spray up here because now I'm trapped in here with this mess, and that ain't cool. But there's our view, perfect view of the field. We're good to go. I'm getting out of here because this is kind of creepy. This is the kind of little project that the Kubota BX is just made for. Small footprint, you can get in and out of tight spaces. The rotary cutter is stout. I mean, I was cutting trees that were solid inch around, just chopping them up, getting them out of the way. We hauled probably 600 or 700 pounds worth of rocks off the hill. That way, next year when we mow, it won't be quite so rough on the rotary cutter. So yeah, overall it looks good. Let me show you kind of the same angle that we started out with, show you how much clearer it is. I think the old Kubota BX did a pretty solid job of taking care of business. While I'm standing here, I thought I would just point out, those of you who've been around the channel for a while, you probably remember that way back in the beginning, before we were to 1,000 subscribers and all that, we started this thing of trading stickers with other channels, just, you know, to kind of get our name out there and also share a little bit with some of the other channels. And I think it's pretty cool to look back and see, you know, some of the channels we used to talk to and all that. Some of them we're still really close friends with. In fact, I talk to Brad over at Piney Grove pretty much every single day. Several other channels here comment regularly on my posts, which is cool. Glad to stay in touch with them. So yeah, I just thought I would kind of point that out. I grin every time I look at that. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I appreciate y'all watching. Y'all have a good day.